Hey everybody, I am so glad that you guys are watching today because we're going to do something so delicious. You're not going to believe it. It's so good. Everybody loves banana pudding. Well, this is the best old-fashioned banana pudding in the world. You cook it on the stove. It takes just a little bit of time, but really not that much. Actually, I think it's easy. I've made it thousands of times, and it's just so much better than the box at the store. Way better. It's so good. And I'm going to share it with you. It is a great recipe. You can take it to church, make it for a party, make it for Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, anytime. It's a great recipe. What I've got here is a box of vanilla wafers that I put in the bottom of my pan. And then I've got 3 bananas sliced there. Okay, what we're going to do now, I've got my egg yolk separated from my egg whites, and what I'm going to do is put 1/4 cup of flour. I am going to put a cup of sugar there. Alrighty, gonna put that in. We're gonna put, I've got 4 egg yolks here. We're gonna put that in, okay? Alrighty. Now I'm going to put 3 cups of milk. We've got 2 there. And I tell you what I'm going to do. Before I put my milk in there, I'm going to go ahead and stir the sugar, flour, and eggs up together. Just get those going there. I'm going to put my vanilla in at the very last. When I get my pudding all ready. Okay, that's mixed up as good as it'll do right now. I'm going to go ahead and put 2 cups of milk. And then we'll put another cup. It's a total of 3 cups of milk for this pudding. So I'm going to put my 3rd cup of milk. Okay, put that in there. Alrighty. I'm going to stir it up in the bowl. Get it all incorporated. I'm going to be adding, when we get our pudding going over here on the stove, we're going to cook it on a medium heat until it's all thick and creamy. And I will be putting in 1 tablespoon of butter and a tablespoon of vanilla. And that's it. That's all it is. So we said 3 cups of milk, 1 cup of sugar, or a little more, 1 1/4, 1/4 cup of flour, and then we're going to add the butter, a tablespoon of butter, and then the vanilla at the very end. And we've got our vanilla wafers, our bananas. Okay, I've got this pretty much stirred up. I'm going to save my egg whites there. You can make a meringue for it if you want to. I've done that lots of times, but you don't have to. You do not have to do that. You can just serve it, just pour the custard that we're making over this. Okay. Alrighty. I'm going to go over here and put this in my pot that I'm going to cook my custard in. Okay. Alright, and I'm going to turn the stove on medium heat. Now, this is the real old-timey banana pudding recipe. So, we're going to put it on medium heat because we do not want it to burn. And I'm just going to continue stirring until it gets thick, creamy, and delicious. And the only thing else to add is the vanilla and the butter. And then we're going to have a creamy, delicious, the best banana pudding you ever tasted is what it is. All right, guys, I'll see you in just a little bit when we have our custard ready. Hey, friends. We're going to get a look at this good pudding now. It's rich and creamy and thick and delicious looking. It's our vanilla custard that's going to go on our bananas and cookies. And I'm going to pour that on right now. I've been stirring it on a medium heat for about 30 minutes. Okay, we're going to pour it over. Looks so yum yum. Okay, let me get the rest of it out. This old pan I'm using that y'all see me use all the time, it is a Griswold pan. And I don't even think you can get them anymore. It belonged to my mother-in-law. And it cooks everything fabulous. Nothing ever burns. And it works great. I love it. If you could get another one, I wish I could, because oh man, they're good. Great pan, great pan. All right, I'm just gonna smooth it over this good old hot pudding. Oh my gosh, it's the best thing you ever tasted. I gotta tell y'all a funny story. When my girls were little, I tried to get them in the kitchen and teach them how to cook. Katie was a little interested. Lauren, not too much. But both my girls make this banana pudding now all the time. Both of them know this recipe. They make it all the time for their families. It was so funny. I guess Lauren was about 9, 10 years old, and we were doing this, and you do have to stir it on medium heat for about 30 minutes. You have to do it slow. Lauren said, "Oh, Mama, my arm's getting so tired." But it was so funny. But she does make it all the time, and it's a great recipe. It's the best banana pudding I've ever had. Okay, what I'm going to do is make a meringue now. It's kind of a little bit cloudy, but it's still a great day. And I've got the 4 egg yolks in here, and I'm going to make sure I clean this really good. When you make meringue, it is so important that your vessel, bowl, whatever that you're making your meringue is impeccably clean, because if you have 1 drop of oil in there, it ain't gonna work. So we'll see. I've washed it really good, and I'm gonna pour these egg whites in here. Okay, all righty, and I'm gonna get going with my beaters. Beat it to stiff peaks, and what I'm going to do is add a little bit of sugar and a little bit of vanilla. So we're almost there. weather is kind of not real sunny and beautiful, which is medium today. It doesn't always work out with the meringues. If the weather is sunny and beautiful, usually it'll be prettier. Another thing, you want to add just a little bit of cream of tartar in there, just a pinch of that. It kind of helps stabilize your meringue. I don't have any today, so I'm going to leave it out, but it does help to stabilize your meringue. Whoops, excuse me. Okay. But all we're going to do is put this in the oven and brown it. I mean, everything's cooked. We're just going to brown the meringue in the oven. Just kind of pull it out to the edges, and this is how you'd make a meringue for like a homemade chocolate pie, which we'll do that. And it just is good and old-fashioned. You don't see it a lot too much anymore. It takes some time. People are busy nowadays. Folks are busy working and going to school, taking care of their families, and just doing all kind of fun stuff, living life. But that's why I try to do most of my recipes, maybe not quite so time intensive as this one. You can make you some little swirlies in here, make it kind of pretty. Okay, I'm going to pop this in the oven now, and we'll see you back in just a moment, okay? Hey guys, our banana pudding's done. It's got the meringue on it, the old-fashioned banana pudding, the best banana pudding you ever tasted. It's all ready. I'm going to get it out of the oven now. I'm going to recap the recipe. We did 3 cups of milk, 1 1/4 cup of sugar, 4 egg yolks. We did 1/4 cup of flour, and we did a teaspoon of vanilla and a tablespoon of butter. And we started on the stoves on medium heat for 30 minutes. So it is a little bit time intensive, but oh boy, is it worth it. It's kind of special. It's old-fashioned banana pudding. You can't beat it. Y'all have a great day. Thank you so much for watching.